Well, we don't have a previously on this week. I forgot to record us.
It's okay.
So,
I went fishing and got my ass whooped. Or tried to go fishing.
I decided to WWE fight multiple dwarves and also threw a very small man halfway across a map.
So yeah,
I had this-
you're widening your repertoire. First it was just old ladies, now it's more than that.
Tiny men.
Again, the paladin had to step in and tell Savaran that no, we are not fucking barbarians.
Actually,
Actually.
Well, I'm starting it. Hang on.
No, you're not. Hey, what's in that cup? Huh?
Hey. No questions about my cup. Hey. Welcome back to Rime of the Frostmaiden. We're gonna have a good old time. If you heard a second ago, let's say kind of what you said again.
Who, me?
Yeah.
So we decided to not take a long rest because we're way strong. And we decided to go fishing on the ice and encountered some really dumb dude. And he gave us his fishing pole. And then I decided to, go fishing, find a fishing pole. And I got my fucking ass whooped.
That's pretty much right. Yeah, and freaking Slippy was like, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit, and you guys take my bird with you. And as soon as his eyes shut, the bird is knocking on the window like, oh, we need your help. And he's like, son of a bitch.
Bird's like, everyone's dying.
5 more minutes.
Chrysicola was fucking, I guess, a penguin hanging out in his room when they all got called in. You all fought him. Then yeah, you shrank him down. So like where we're at is that Savaran has this shrunken, tiny little guy. No, he threw him across the ice.
Yeah, I threw him. We had just murdered 2 of his buddies and are running across the ice to kill him.
And then Chrysicola did entangle and got all these roots to wrap up around the tiny little guy. And then someone made him go to sleep. Who did that? Nymora cast sleep on him, so now he's dozing while he's all tied up in roots and shit. So I guess that's where we're at.
All right.
We be. I'm sorry, I don't know why I did that.
Do we have to roll initiative again? Do we remember what our order was?
No, I mean, you're
I
not
think at this point it's
technically
just the end
fighting
of
right
the-
now.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
We hadn't killed the wolf yet.
we
You
had
didn't
not.
kill
He is
him, but he's
in the
asleep.
mine.
Incapacitated, so he doesn't really have any bones.
Oh, okay, got it.
But how long does
So
your
I say we
sleep
take
last?
this guy into the law, and then maybe there's a reward.
I say we don't know how long he's going to be asleep and therefore should execute him.
Let me stop you right there. Maybe we can restrain him or something, but I assume he's going to get bigger.
Yeah, his Viagra is going to kick in, and suddenly we're going to have to deal with this giant raging boner of a dwarf in our hands.
When he
Yeah.
was growing in size, did he say something? Is there a verbal component to this spell?
I don't know, but I
thought-
do know that if he doesn't size up in 4 hours or more, we're going to have a problem.
He's got to see a doctor.
I don't know if he sized up or not. I thought it was just the
He
other.
shrank, right? Or did we
He
shrink?
shrank.
He
He
shrank.
shrank.
Himself.
shrank.
But I
Yeah,
assume
he-
he's probably familiar, like with these guys, and they grew really big.
Yeah.
I was just.
Wasn't there a hand component? Didn't he do like hand motions to make himself shrink? Or did I make that up?
Most spells will have a verbal material and somatic component. So like if we just tie up his hands and gag
Yeah.
him, then he shouldn't be able to cast spells.
Right.
Well, give me. I don't know. Do you want to do like a history check to remember what you saw, or just like a straight Arcana check?
Well, either way, I'm fucking dumber than a box of rocks. So, let's just go ahead with Arcana.
All right. Yeah, you don't remember anything. You're just. I mean, essentially, Nymora points out that as far as she remembers, no it just kind of happened. They actually weren't doing any hand things with their hands before the invisibility, or well, the getting larger.
I am trying to remember what else happened spell-wise to determine this magical ability this goon has used.
Does he have any
It's-
equipment on him?
It seems to be just an inherent trait of this race.
Huh, okay.
Wow.
It just happens.
You gotta make it about race, don't you?
Well, some things are about that. It's a good thing about its race, though. So that's good.
Not for us, it's not. Now we have a problem.
Yeah. Makes it harder.
Okay, I think that democracy should prevail here, and we should vote. How do you want to dispose of this guy?
Dispose of.
We should
That
bring him
sounds-
in.
So you
Bring 'em
do only have 1 minute of sleep. While
Okay, so we
Nymora
vote quick.
concentrates.
Somebody
We should
go
put
get
him in
the-
a jar.
We should put him in a jar.
Let Tad handle him.
Or we could tie him up with rope or something.
Mm.
But he can grow.
Look at Slippy offering a reasonable solution to this problem instead of Harold.
But
Well, I have rope.
But he
And-
Do you have kid size rope? Because this is going to need a very small person's rope
I've
ability.
got 50 feet. So
We all have rope. We could probably tie it together if we needed to.
No, I mean he's
Yeah.
tiny. He's like the size of a cup.
Yeah, he'll grow bigger though. I assume.
All right, I'll make you a deal. If you get the law back here fast enough, I won't feed him to my pet.
I am the law.
And roll alignment. We're going to see if you're going to lawful neutral now.
I think he's already lawful good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, let's figure out what we're going to do with this guy before he gets big again, and then we have to kill him.
And so
I
you
think there's
hear
a quick way for us to get him to the law. So I think we need to kill him, and I think we need to do it quick.
you hear clapping coming from the other side of the boat and walking around. Like the guy from before is just like, "Oh wow, you got! Oh shoot, you guys are really powerful."
So clapping hands and not clapping cheeks.
No, not my cheeks. I got my pants on.
This
Wow.
time,
Yeah, you're right for now.
This is getting uncomfortable.
well,
Just like his pants.
so we're at an impasse here. We need to decide what to do with this guy, like stab. And also, we have somebody watching us now, so I don't think we can feed him to the alien.
yeah, I don't think we can be murder hobos right now because there is somebody
Because that's
watching
the
from
good
town.
thing to do.
Okay, I'm going to try and desperately restrain this small man in such a manner as to generally also continue having him detained once he regrows.
Anybody have manacles?
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I left him in my other barbarian kit.
Hey man,
Wouldn't
if
you
have
need
gold, you can buy
tiny manacles?
I guess you would, yeah.
So what I'm thinking is I would like to hog tie him with slip knots so that he will be, and when he grows up, his slip knots will retighten, unlike all of my other victims who never got to grow up.
How small is this guy right now?
He
Like,
is tiny. Like
Only
he
one-
could.
Only one person acknowledged that.
He's maybe 5 inches tall, if that.
Well, then why don't we put him in like a box or a jar or something, and then when he grows, we can just tie him up then.
Do we have anything?
Let me see.
I have
I
a
mean, what was
backpack.
on that boat?
Can anybody
In there.
dispel magical effects?
What?
Does anybody have any way to dispel magical effects from this guy?
No.
No, I don't really have much casting ability.
Well, as a barbarian, I have precisely 0, so
Yeah, I don't have any dispel or anything yet.
Can I just put him in my backpack?
Wrap him up in a bedroll.
Yeah, let's wrap him up in a bedroll and tie that in rope.
I don't have
Yeah,
a
yeah. We'll basically throw him in a sack and carry him back.
All right.
And that way, when he gets bigger, his body will be in the sack, like a puppy that we could throw into a lake.
I want like his head sticking out, like so he isn't suffocating.
Puppies into
Can
the
I
lake?
bop him on top of the head?
I
Just
do
to be like,
not
just
want his head
prolong
out.
the
I do not care if he
unconsciousness,
lives or dies.
And I'd like to go do it quickly because we're running out of time.
Okay, so what you're... Say again what you're doing? You're wrapping them up in a bedroll? I heard that part.
Yeah. Can I
And I'm
bop him on the
trying
head
that.
though? Real quick. Try to like,
Actually-
give him
Well, yeah, that's fine.
Give him a little extra sleep.
knock him out a little more.
A little extra brain damage.
This guy's gonna come back and be a drooling buffoon.
Good.
What
Dude,
what is the face?
okay.
I feel like we have thrown this carefully plotted game into disarray by getting really
No,
lucky.
it's not that carefully plotted. I gotta wait for the madness that you
All
bring
right,
to the
I'm gonna
table.
use my mess kit and throw him in there. The box clamps together.
What do you guys think? Is that...
It's a metal box.
just
Tin
to put
box
him
contains a
there.
cup, simple cutlery, but it clamps together, so I can.
Take the
have it
cutlery
clamp.
out first.
Yeah.
No, leave it in there. If
Oh,
he
he
gets
doesn't
big,
have-
he'll stab himself with knives.
Yeah, but he could also jump out with the knife and attack us.
I mean, with
With
a
a kitchen
like
knife.
a
How
butter
bad is
knife,
it gonna
yeah.
be?
I mean,
I have
You
two
ever been
axes
stabbed?
and rage.
with a butter knife?
Can we please make
Alright,
it a
alright, I will take my silverware out of there.
Put him in the mess kit. That's a-okay.
It's a
Pause
tin box. It clamps.
Okay,
There.
okay, let's just get this show on the road. We spent 5 minutes here talking about how we're gonna fuck around with this little dwarf man.
Yeah, I mean,
And I
that's the
haven't even
goal.
got my pants off yet.
So, clarify some actions for me. Did Slippy interrupt you guys trying to wrap him up? Did Harold slap him in the head? Or what happened?
Well, regardless of what happens, I think he needs to get slapped in the head.
Okay. We can do that. We'll whop him on the head.
I'll just say that Slippy interrupted me as I was like pulling out my bed roll and
Okay.
was like, "No, I have this instead."
But not before we used our thumbs and fucking smack him.
Bopped
Okay,
him on
so
the
yeah,
head.
so yeah, you go. Slippy
In my
pulls
head.
open his mess kit, clears out the things from inside of it, and you guys go to put him in the kit, and then you slap him on the head, which eliminates the sleep spell from him. He wakes up as this is happening, but he is still too drowsy as you slam the box shut, but you can just hear him from inside, like,
Get me out of here, you let me out of here. I'm telling my dad.
okay,
Every
so
time he says something that makes me think he's a 3-year-old child, we should shake the box.
No,
Oh, I could
That's
wrap the box in my bedroll so he can't get out of it.
oh,
double
There we go.
protection.
And then we'll tie it with rope.
Should we also
Yeah.
set it on fire?
No.
Just a thought.
Too
It might be
And then we'll
beneficial.
put it in a bag of holding.
Well, we don't have any bags of holding yet.
Yeah, I know. But
He'd
It's an
suffocate
alternate
in there.
dimension.
Yeah, he'd be good in there, but we don't have one.
No, he'd suffocate
alright.
after a little bit. But anyway, that's moot. Okay, so what do you guys... You put this little
Moot.
dude inside of a box. He's pounding on the box. You wrap a bedroll around it so it's muffled.
And then I guess we're gonna tie the rope around that.
you're
Yes, we're going to take this guy to the law despite my...
Yeah, now we're gonna take him to town.
maybe there's some rewards or maybe there's some information pertaining to. Oh, and then I'm like, anybody know Dwarven? I have these awesome maps that I got stabbed in the back for.
I know Dwarven.
I'm
don't
gonna give you
actually
these maps
remember what
and have you
maps I
translate it for me. Because you said I had some papers in Dwarven, right, Alex?
Yeah, well, you had this map here.
Mm-hmm, those are words.
Yep, that's Dwarven.
Boom.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Letters.
Hmm.
Hmm.
This looks like
So-
it says menthol.
Although all of you will see it, Neve is able to decipher what it says.
Okay.
And this is what they see.
Hey,
Oh, a secret outpost.
they said
Secret.
Sunblight Fortress, and that guy was Sunblight. That son of a bitch.
But also consider there is a secret outpost and 2 or 3 towns that we recognize.
I see 5, 6.
What is the difference between...
Bremen, Targos, Brenshander, East Haven, Goodmead, and Dugan's Hall.
Does this
What
just
is-
look like a map that they kind of marked on, or does it look like a map that they made?
It's a map that they marked on.
Okay.
So my question is what is the black dots on this
Those are
map?
big cities compared to small towns, I think. I think it's just like a map from when we first saw, but I think that's why I was asking if they drew the map or if they marked on it. So I think they just had a map and they marked on it.
Okay, well
That's
we
true.
have 3 new locations that we didn't otherwise know about. The Sunblight Fortress and the secret outpost, which is not subtle at all.
Let's go to Secret Outpost first.
Well, it was on their own map, so it doesn't, and it was in a language they speak. So, okay, sorry. What
I mean,
were you saying?
I definitely think that we should take this back to the town because we have an angry small man in a box.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of him first.
Let's
Yeah,
dispose
And
of
some
him.
info.
Definitely get rid of him first.
Yeah,
Alright, so, yeah.
And maybe actually rest this time.
yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah, I have 1 HP.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got like 4.
Slippy's just a dead man walking.
Hey, I rubbed him
tried to
down
sleep.
to get him up.
A dead snake slithering.
So you guys are out here. You look into town. It looks beautiful. That's the view from where you're at.
It does look beautiful.
Those
Looks
look
pretty good. This is the boat that you were just on. It's all frozen over.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty dope. That's what I thought. All
That
right.
is pretty dope.
So you guys head back in. You guys caught 1 fish, so you do have 1 big knucklehead trout with you.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to get firewood to cook it up, but now we got this fucking dude we're trying to turn in for.
I mean, we could turn him into a fire.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even have to take him out of the box. It'll probably kill him. Have you guys ever heard of the Brazen Bolt?
I have. The guy that made it got killed by it.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like what we're gonna do to Slippy later on if this doesn't go right.
You're gonna
That's
have to
what
give
we
my
in business call foreshadowing, Slippy.
You're
gonna
charging
have to
for
give my
shadows?
biscuit. All right. Anyway, let's go to who are we bringing this guy to?
Probably the guard.
Yeah, let's go talk to that lady who I confused by using the
Indra?
word police around.
Indra.
Yeah.
Where are you going to find them? So you've passed by the town hall.
Okay.
You can go there, or you can go search the streets for her.
Let's
I guess
go
let's go to the town hall.
Yeah, I
and
mean, if we pass it
actually
already, yeah.
know where
Okay.
she is.
So yeah, you make it. You make it to the town hall. You come into the front doors. Hang on, let me move you here. Plop some stuff down here.
Oh, you plopping stuff, dude?
I'm plopping right now, live
All right,
on
dude.
cam.
Wow. Check out the plop show, homies.
Yeah, dude.
How do I tip?
I don't know if he's got a Patreon or something.
OnlyFans.
And OnlyFans.
Only
Yeah, how do I tip on your OnlyFans for this plop show?
For the plop show, I'll tell you later. Okay, so yeah, you guys all come into the town hall. There's like a front desk, and there's just kind of like a little gnome doing some paperwork there. And there's
What up,
Hey,
gnome?
Oh, what's up? Howdy.
I'm gonna tell him what happened. We went to this boat and tried to fish, and I'm just gonna go like way into detail. And then there was like some really dumb guy there. And I don't know. He said we could have a hook. We didn't bring a fishing pole.
I want to interrupt this before I cringe even harder.
Can we get to the pertinent bits?
Gnome, where is Indra? We have a small man in a metal box we need to show her.
Oh, Indra's in the office. You want me? Hang on.
We have criminal scum in our possession.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Oh, you've got. Oh, okay.
Yes,
yeah. Why didn't you?
Yeah,
you should lead with that. Okay.
Also, we have a single knucklehead trout. If you would be so kind as to fry it up for us while we talk to Indra.
Yeah, that's not really my job. Sorry, you could probably take that down to the tavern and get somebody to do that. I'm more paper. You got paperwork for me to file. I can get that done a-okay, but I don't know about fishing, cooking up a fish for you.
All right, well, let's just get Indra out here.
Yeah, all right. Let's hang on.
And they kind of go around the corner. They go through this door, shut it behind them. You hear another door, and then you're just kind of waiting for a minute.
Who? Was it Indra that we were supposed to help with the sailors?
I can't see any goddamn thing.
I have those journals from that camp that was abandoned. I don't know if that's a thing.
Alex,
to her.
how come you keep placing me in dark environments where I cannot see
Why
anything?
did you pick a character that can't see? I don't know. Well, no.
That's a good question, but we're inside of a building.
Yeah,
it's funny because
hang
dark
on.
vision's really common for fucking races.
Yeah, I picked the only regular person here, so.
I should actually do this for you. Add these.
That wind sounds aggressive.
Yeah, I like it. It's like the thunderstorms like yesterday and last night. Ooh.
Yeah.
I almost shit myself. Like there was a lightning that hit like right outside our window. Like and Dev and I both like looked at each other and were so freaked out. It was like, what the fuck? I was like shook for like a good minute.
Shook.
Alright, so going forward, Savarin, you should be able to click your token and you can light a torch or snuff a torch with a button that pops up.
Oh, good, thank you.
But keep in mind, if you have a torch lit, that throws any stealth anybody's doing somewhat away.
Well, as a barbarian, I feel like the only stealth I need is the kind that I don't need.
I eventually am going to be trying to walk around in plate, so there's not going to be a lot of sneaking on my part.
This campaign has zero need for stealth, seeing as I am basically a WWE hero. I don't know if hero is the right word, but
it's not.
You know.
No, it's a euro. It's a Greek dish.
Yes, that's right. I am a Greek dish.
This guy is taking a while.
Well, they gotta talk. Yeah, I know. It's government.
She was asleep.
Well, I was to my group asking if we should be like concerned if he's pulling some shit.
The only thing I'm concerned about is cooking that knucklehead trout.
All right, guys. They'll be right. They'll be right here. Oh, they're here right now.
This doesn't look good.
What is it? That's. Don't look at my token. It's not me. It doesn't look like me very much.
That's an old picture.
I woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah, that's me with what? With my helmet? Oh, yeah, that's totally
Savaran and plate.
That's. You are who I aspire to be, madam.
All right. So, did you find our sailors?
We did, and also a guy by the name of Durth Sunblight.
But in regards to those sailors, can I show her those exploration notes that I found from that abandoned camp?
Yeah.
Sure.
And then can I explain like that the painting I guess me and Alex saw where it looked like giants were being led into like a whirlpool looking thing or whatever?
I think we should explain to her that they were cooked into soup and we killed the person responsible.
I think there's a gentler way to say that.
There probably is. That's why I'm going to let somebody else do it. Like Neve, through song.
So, okay.
The ballad
this is
of
very
the sailor
interesting.
bones turned into soup.
Well,
Very painfully.
where did you get these? What are these? It looks like someone found the giant
Graveyard kind of, right?
sacrificial. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it probably has something to do with the giants getting rid of the old at a certain age. Wow.
Suicide pool party.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
That
what
is
it
my
looks
new
like.
band name.
Well, and then I'll tell her that there was a hag in there that we encountered, and then she said that she, unfortunately, cooked and ate the sailors.
Cooked and ate was them. The worst possible way to phrase that.
Oh, Jesus.
Unfortunately, killed your friends and ate them.
None of them are left.
Yep.
They're all eaten?
Well,
we didn't
not
find
all.
any survivors.
There was a hand or two left, I think, in the soup we spilled to stop a giant from rampaging through your city after we killed the person responsible.
They didn't taste very good, though.
I appreciate. Shoot, a giant rampant. You've been through a lot. Oh my god, man. And you can confirm that those were all sailors. They're not. If I pay you for your job, I'm not gonna find my sailors frozen to death somewhere else. If we
No, you'll
off,
find them in pieces, covered in broth in a cave, being attacked by a giant, angry skeleton.
So give me a persuasion.
Do you not trust us? That we, like, why would we lie to you about our sailors being?
Well,
I'm
you would
helping out
lie
with
to me
this.
so you could get the money without any evidence that you.
Neve goes, I'm helping out with this.
I mean, that would be quite a story for us to weave, just to screw you over. That's just my feelings, though.
Well, it wouldn't. I mean, logically, a bad person would tell me they did a thing so they could get the money.
Oh, well, I've got this little guy in a box.
Yeah, we need to get to that too.
Yeah,
Well,
we
you've
just had
got-
a weird evening.
Did we
Jeez.
grab something off the hag to prove that we killed her? I thought we did.
No, I don't think so.
I do remember saying that I looted her, whatever that
Yeah.
means.
I thought we... Yeah.
You guys are just a group of vigilantes and taking on stuff you haven't even been hired for. That's commendable. I'd like you on part of my
the hag
team.
was trying to eat us as well, so we figured we may as well just kill two birds with one stone, get the sailors' fates reported, and not get eaten.
You guys killed 2 birds also? Jeez.
No.
No, 2 dwarves, and then
I've
we have
never
one in a
killed two
small box. Let's talk about that.
2 dwarves while you're stoned? Wow. Okay. Well, alright.
So yeah, I mean, a group of you kind of team up on her and are just like, we deserve the money. We took care of the sailors. We're not lying. They're dead. I'm sorry. And so she kind of succumbs and digs in her pouch for some gold coins and hands off 25 gold.
To each of us
and
or
then-
among the party?
To split among you, and then
As I promised, this is a little bit extra gold for your troubles. It looks like you had to fight a freaking frost giant or something.
Well, I'm going to tell her, too, hey, that giant's still in there, by the way.
Yeah, it was a little trickier to dispatch than we originally expected.
But if you throw something our way, I think we'd be a little inclined to go in there eventually and take it.
I mean, yeah, as far as we're concerned, it's in there slipping on soup for the rest of eternity. So you might actually have a tourist attraction, which could bring some revenue to your town. I think you should throw some money our way for that.
I can agree that if it were ever taken care of, I might be able to pay out a little bit of coin. But
It's slipping on soup forever. We've given you an attraction. You can call it the...
What makes you
What
think
city are
it's
we in,
slipping forever?
Yeah, it's on soup. It's on the soup made out of the sailors through the Magic Hag's cauldron. Look, it's a long story, okay?
Have you
I just
ever heard
need
of
to-
entropy? Nothing happens forever. Except time.
No,
But
this
we
thing
don't
is
know that.
really uncoordinated. I don't think you understand.
I understand that you've postponed it quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And, you can probably make some money off it. Now, give me my damn money. And let's talk about this dwarf in the box. We've been hanging on to
Anyway,
this old dude
I have
forever.
a small dwarf in my lunchbox.
So look, you pull out your lunchbox. Your bag is changling around with all of the loose silverware that you had to dump out of the mess kit. And you pull out your box wrapped in your bedroll.
And tied.
Wow, a sleeping bag? What's this?
Give it a
Wait.
sec. Come on. Hold
Wait.
on. Come on.
And then
There's layers here.
There's layers here.
Fuck you guys.
you just hear
Maybe
that.
we shouldn't open it, but that's evidence enough we have somebody, right?
Yeah, but why should you've got a tiny person in a box? Why shouldn't I arrest you? It seems like you're kidnapping people, as far as I know.
Well, I
he's
don't know if you
attacking
see this
us.
gigantic wound on my back, but I got stabbed by this guy who was invisible when I was just going into an abandoned ship. Apparently his name's Durth Sunblight.
And he wants to take over the town and
The world, actually. He doesn't like the sun.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, if what
Might be
you're
above your
saying
pay
is
grade. I think
true,
we should kill him.
we've avoided quite the bullet, whatever a bullet is. I mean, quite the cannon.
There's guns in D&D, I think.
Kind of.
I
Quite
mean,
the flintlock.
I personally think we should kill him for being a threat to the entire cosmos. But, our goody two-shoes of the group, who isn't completely bugfuck crazy, decided to bring him to the law instead.
Well, that's commendable. That's how it should work, says the law,
Yeah,
So I
well-
appreciate that whoever convinced this aggressive
I'm gonna slam my hand on the table. I am the law!
Whoa!
And the dwarf,
But anyway, what
the
should we do
gnome
with this
there
little
is
guy?
like, oh, kind of gathers its papers again. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Snake Man, what are you saying?
What are we doing with this little guy?
What do you
We
want
just
to
throw
do
away.
with him?
Do you have
He's
a
allegedly
jail or
a-
something? I don't know.
What? I'm sorry, I spoke over you.
Oh, do you have a jail or something we can take this little butthole to?
Sure. You say we should lock him up. Let's lock him up.
Hashtag lock him up.
He also
Hashtag
might be able
lock
to
him
grow
up.
exponentially big. Just so you know.
Yeah, he might get big.
What?
Yeah, we fought some other guys that looked just like him, and he shrank, they grew big. I don't know. Maybe
They
it was
tried to
enough
kill us
lunch
a few times. It was a whole ordeal.
Well, I don't need him growing big and destroying our.
Is there somebody else we might be able to take him to?
Is attempted murder not a capital offense in your city? Please
Well, I'm
explain to
happy
me.
to look into it. I just you. Oh,
If that was
I
the
don't
case,
know.
you'd be in trouble.
I mean, fair point.
I mean, what's a big old dumb guy can vouch for us?
Yeah, a big old dumb guy can vouch for us, and
What?
also the fact that our dude's is on death's door and the other one has a giant stab wound in his back. That should be proof enough that this guy tried to kill us.
I've seen people pull some crazy things to get other things done. A quick stab in your own back, an elaborate story could get someone in the right doors.
Who's the
you
dumb
know?
guy that fishes on the lake?
We
Okay,
could literally just go show her the corpse of the giant dude that we killed.
Yeah.
If it's still there.
I'm happy to open
It's
an
been like 3
investigation. It may not be quick, but I can look into it if you would like. So let's.
Yeah.
You want me to keep your basket, your little your sleeping bag
No,
safe?
Yeah,
think
we
it would
might
be
just
better-
roll him back in the bedroll. He hasn't grown big yet, so I don't know if he can. So maybe
Probably
we'll just.
better for us to take him, really.
Mm-hmm. I agree. He'll find some way to escape if he's left with these interestingly capable people.
That's a
Yeah,
nice
I mean,
way to put it.
They're completely incapable of running a very basic investigation in this town, apparently. So
What are you talking about? What makes you say? Why are you so insulting? We are running a town. This is one of the biggest towns in Icewind Dale. I don't know. Could you do
I
a
didn't
better
ask
job?
you all that. I just said you were incapable of running an investigation.
Well,
Clearly,
who
I've struck
says
a
what
nerve.
investigation? I just offered to open up an investigation.
We have already investigated through blood, sweat, and tears. We've been
Yes,
stabbed
but
in the
you're
back.
not-
This man tried to kill us 4 times.
You're
We
not
have
part of the
investigated
militia.
ourselves and cleared ourselves of any wrongdoing.
Yeah, exactly.
I can only trust as far as I can swing, and look, I'm happy to look into your claims, and they very well might be true. But
I
I
would
can't just
politely
take your
drag
word
her
for
out
it.
to the lake.
Politely.
What did you say?
If you literally just walk there, it's
It's like, what, 2 minutes away? Let's all go walk to the beach, the nice little ice beach, and we can see the giant bloated corpse of the dude we killed.
Okay.
the fishing guy is also probably still there, and he can vouch for what happened.
Oh yeah, big dumb fishing guy. Lenny.
Slippy, can you shake that lunchbox to make sure he stays unconscious?
Just kind of rattle it around a few times.
Yeah,
It is
he's
very,
just-
very important to me that he does not awaken during the course of this investigation, because this is clearly going to take some time.
I mean, he's been awake the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, it's important he doesn't awaken more.
Okay. All right. So are we going back to show the lady the lake?
Yeah. Where is it? Okay, let me plop her down.
Whoa,
Okay, so-
look, it's a giant dude corpse. Whoa, how'd that get there? Whoa.
What's been a
Like,
murder?
plan.
Wait, okay.
Also, he said that was there.
So yeah, wait a why are they confused? I thought this is what you wanted to show me.
They,
It was a joke. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. I don't know.
I don't know what
humor.
jokes are.
Me either. My apologies. Okay, so yes, it's true. Look at this giant dead. What is this? It's not a dwarf. It's like a
That's pretty much a dwarf.
version
It's a
of
large
dwarf.
dwarf.
No, it's like they've got gray skin. Dwarves are like green and
Yeah, they're
What
from the
the hell?
Underdark.
These
According to
Underdwarf.
them, they said they're from the Underdark and they're trying to kill us all and take our son or something.
Yeah, they're from under there.
Okay.
You know, they're from under there.
You can't get me.
I'm
not gonna say it.
Ma'am,
Under there.
yes, they are under there, aren't they?
From under which place?
Okay. Well, I wasn't. What does this prove to me? What were you wanting to show me?
That we were assaulted on a boat.
Well, okay. I mean, there was definitely a fight, and you
Where's the
won.
fishing guy?
Yeah, where's fish guy?
right, he's right here, right?
Yeah, he's just been
Standing in this one
one spot.
this whole time. He's
That
just
was
Lenny.
bizarre and
he's got a
terrifying.
bag of chips. He's just kind of eating them while he's watching everything.
Oh, hi!
It's ice chips.
Oh, what's up, Imdra?
Ice chips, yeah.
You guys investigating something? They just they killed those guys.
And we're all about to go to prison. Thanks, Carol.
But they were attacking us.
What? Okay, so hang on. What's your name, sir?
Did I give him a name last time?
It's Lenny now.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, I
Lenny
keep
now.
calling him Lenny.
So, Lenny, what happened here? Did you see what happened?
Yeah, they came fishing and they went looking for a fishing pole. And so that kitty cat climbed up on the East Haven ferry, and all of a sudden a whole fight broke out and they all started yelling and screaming and doing magic.
There was magic.
Okay, can you maybe weigh in on who was at fault here? Did they attack these things, or did the things attack them?
Well, I couldn't see a lot on the other side of the boat, but when I walked over, it looked like they were kind of getting attacked. Yeah, I mean, they were just defending themselves.
Did he hear me yell out to Neve and Naimora that I got stabbed in the back and needed help?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I did hear that. I heard that bit.
Okay, Lenny. Are you sober right now, Lenny?
Oh, come
Well, you don't
on.
have to answer
That
that. I'm
doesn't
the
affect my memory.
You don't need to answer that, Lenny.
Lenny pleads the fifth.
Lenny.
We're Lenny's lawyers now, all right?
All right, Lenny. I appreciate
We're
it.
Harold
You go
Samurai
back.
and Neve.
I'll see you at the wet trout later.
All right, Amdra.
And he
She didn't know
doesn't.
me?
He doesn't leave. He's just standing there eating his chips some more.
Can I go give him back his friend's fishing pole? If I haven't done that already. I assume I haven't.
So you carried the fishing pole to the town hall and then brought it back, and you're just like, "Here, I'm so sorry about this."
Oh, wow, yeah. He was...
I'm gonna give.
What
Naimora my
about the
fishing pole I
saw?
found.
Oh.
What about that saw? Remember I told you if you didn't bring the saw back, I would come and get you?
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, so where's my saw?
Oh, your saw. Oh, I left it over there.
We have bigger issues to deal with than this dummy's saw.
Well, this is the biggest deal this is the biggest thing I had to deal with in my life, so...
Not
just
anymore, it's not.
bear with me while I get my prized possession back. Oh,
Well,
you're
I
right.
rolled to
Yeah,
go
it's right
through.
over there where you were fishing. All right. I'll
I
just
did not
grab
pick
it.
I was trying to roll intimidate when I said not anymore, it's not, and I don't think it worked.
Okay.
So I'm just being pointlessly belligerent to a dumb guy now, which is really in character.
What else is new? Jeez.
Right?
Old ladies. Dumb man.
Okay. So how does this... Is this an ongoing threat to East Haven, or what's the deal with these guys?
It will be if this dickbag gets out of this lunchbox.
Why do you say that? Why did they attack
For
you?
2 years.
Why did they attack you guys? Did you not do anything?
So I went into the ship looking for a fishing pole, and I walked into the captain's quarters, and I saw some maps, and I grabbed them, and then somebody stabbed me in the back.
Without asking what they were doing. They did not make their presence known. They just...
Actually, they were invisible.
Straight to stab.
They're invisible. Oh my lord. Well, you know what? This might
I
explain.
guess I'll show her the map, too, that we have.
Sure.
Yeah.
And she pulls it out, unfolding it. She takes like a good 5 minutes to try to figure out how to unfold the map, and then finally gets it open.
Oh, jeez. You guys have found quite a lot of information here, alright. Secret outpost. Oh, well, this could be very useful information.
How the hell can you read Dwarvish?
Well,
I would assume that Neve might be translating to, if need be.
I'm not that nice.
No. What if she's in on this, man?
You also could have like written on it, like the translation.
I'm not that organized.
Just read stories.
What if Indra is in on this? Because this seems like a crime syndicate that would pay off the dumb detective to figure out to not figure out what's going on.
She is dumb.
I mean,
Although
guys,
detective
I'm
is-
right here. I'm trying to help
might
you.
be a stretch too.
I don't know why you.
And that's why she's stonewalling us, because she's in on it.
Well, look, you can blame me if you want. I don't know
Done.
what to tell you.
I would like to try and determine from her actions and physical stance whether or not she's in on this.
Okay.
Give me an insight check then.
Alright, give me a second. I gotta get to my character screen. Is it not rolling?
Now it is. Oh. So what you can tell is that she seems to be legit, but she seems to be getting fed up with the blame being placed on her. Although she
Can't imagine why.
She can. Well, she can't actually. She doesn't know why that she's getting blamed.
Can I? I'm gonna thank her. Be like, thanks for following us out here and doing this. And
well,
didn't you want me
going
to
out of
do
way,
something
we just
about
wanted
it? I mean, I do appreciate the information. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out because we have been seeing tiny footprints in the snow. You say that they were invisible. Now I know at least it's not the frickin' dwarves coming in from the Elven Valley, or the Dwarvish Valley. It's these fucking things that.
Were the footprints leading anywhere relevant, or were there just like footprints around town?
No one really found where they were going. I mean, some people found some heading out towards Kelvin's Cairn, and with this map, it looks like they have an outpost out there.
Okay.
So that
what should we do with the
explains
little dude?
a few things that have been going on around here.
Can you take this little guy off of our hands?
Yeah, or maybe there's someone that can contain them a little bit better than just a jail if need be.
Like hell?
I
Can
don't
we kill him?
Sure.
Do we have your express permission to murder this small man?
So what is this? What does this small man play? What role does he play in
He was
this
this guy's
conspiracy?
boss.
He's the one that attacked me.
Yeah.
He's the
Sure.
leader of-
He said something about eating the sun or something. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay. Well, sure. I can take him into custody and do some interrogations if you'd like. Okay. Well, hand him over.
And then go do whatever we were gonna do.
I think we were
so
gonna
you hand
take a
over-
big fat nap.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
gonna go.
I still think we should kill this guy. It's going to come back to bite us if we don't.
Saffron is right.
Says
He's
the guy
sad to
who
say, but it's true.
has a slide in a jar.
Well,
It's
that's
gonna come
different.
back to
Like
bite
that
us.
now, kind of.
Mm.
Speaking
I mean,
of,
that's
I'd like to do my once a game check-in on Tad and see if he's developed any more fondness for our party of adventurers.
Well, give me an animal handling.
Wait, you're not taking him out, are you?
No.
No, he's just pulling the jar out to just kind of say hello to him. Yeah, he's grown
Yeah, I
a
just
little
want to
bit
make him like
bigger.
us so that whenever I Pokemon him out at the bad guys, he's on our side.
He seems to be filling basically the entire bottom of it, curled up in a circle. So he's definitely growing in size. He doesn't seem to be aggressive when you check in on him.
You get big.
Alright, we're gonna need a leash for this guy at some point.
One of those backpacks that he can sit in.
Right.
Yeah.
You.
Yes! Exactly that. it is vitally important that we have that so that he can jump out and maul my foes as I see
Oh my god,
fit.
what about like a little baby carrier for
Yes,
him?
a baby Bjorn for Dad.
Give him a little mini battle axe to like help out with during fights.
Oh, he doesn't need no battle axe. If you saw the way he burst out of that other speaker. Anyway, now that I figured out that Tad is slowly coming accustomed to our presence.
Well, I've got to get back to the town hall, y'all, but, I guess do let me know if you find anything else out about this weird dwarf people.
So are you going to take the little midget man in the lunchbox with you, or is that our problem?
That's what you wanted, right?
She's taking the little midget man.
Okay, hey Indra, he doesn't like sunlight, so if he starts giving you trouble, just, I don't know.
Throw him in the sun.
Yeah, throw him in the sun.
No,
Just chuck him into the sun.
Kill him because he is incredibly dangerous.
All right.
I mean, he got put in a lunchbox. How dangerous is he?
It took a lot of luck and a lot of hard work, and also you almost died twice for it, so...
Yeah, I shouldn't have got out of bed for you guys.
Hey, I helped you take a fat shit.
True.
What?
When?
I helped him shit out an owl.
Can I roll perception to banish that from my hearing?
Sure.
You need a negative perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a low perception check. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Okay. So yeah,
Okay,
so you
go-
give her the
let's
box
take it-
and she just starts heading back down the pier. And she disappears.
Bye.
Into the pier.
Into the pier, yeah.
Disappears.
She disappears.
Alright, so I have pretty thoroughly got my shit pushed in the last battle. I only have about 6 health left, so I think we should probably rest.
Yep.
That's what I was trying to do.
Okay, so you spent probably 3 hours or so with them. And now what? So what do you go back to the inn
Yeah.
so you
Yep.
can sleep? It's about
Well, how
5:30.
much-
Can I find a temple of my worship because I get to stay there for free?
Oh, okay.
And whoever wants to not pay for a room.
I go with Harold.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
How much money did we have?
We're going with Harold.
Yeah, did we split that money up or?
Oh, you know what? I forgot. So she gave you 25 gold
take any more.
total.
That's like 4 a pop, I think.
You guys can take 5. I won't take any more.
But she also, and I forgot to bring this up, she also, like what she promised at the beginning was one of 2 options. A little gray pouch or a spelled scroll of fireball, I think.
You think.
Go for
Hang
the
on,
great
I'm
pouch. It
double
could be
checking.
anything. It could even be a scroll of fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I support the gray pouch.
Pouch.
Mhm.
Pouch.
Pouch is good.
It could be anything. It could even be a boat.
Right.
Just get the boat, Peter.
It could be an old hag.
You know,
It could be a
Even
frost
raise
giant.
the
Open that bag.
Well, if I have a scroll of fireball, I can write it into my spell book, can't I?
Speaking
Yeah.
of, do I still
I don't
have
know.
the hag's like booty call stone from the first session?
Yeah, why not?
Oh.
Yeah, you
I'm
She
sure
gonna
was
do.
in,
I'm doing some inventory management. I just need you to trust me.
she's in good mead though, isn't she?
That's not going to stop me.
How much money are we all getting?
5, I think.
you guys are getting 5. I'm not taking money.
So which of the 2 options did you choose? The scroll of fireball
Gray bag.
or gray
The
bag?
pouch.
Gray bag, gray sack.
Okay. Who's taking it?
Harold can because he's so excited about it right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
if this blows up in his hands, I want to see what happens. So it's all his.
I feel
All
like
right.
I have like a little.
So yeah, you open up the bag, and it just it's almost vague what's in there. You can't necessarily tell, but there's just like little fuzzy things in there, just little fuzzy balls.
That was worth it, guys.
Can I reach in and grab some of these fuzzy balls?
Yeah.
I've seen this episode of Star Trek.
Okay, so yeah, you can fondle. It's like when you reach in, I guess you can sense one. Like you could see different fuzzy balls, but you reach in and it's one fuzzy ball. You can pull it out if you want, or you can leave it in there.
Come on, Harold.
Pull
Show
out
us
the
your
fuzzy
ball.
ball.
I'm gonna pull out my fuzzy balls.
Oh,
Not my
great.
actual fuzzy balls, but like the what's in the pouch.
Oh, because you're a cat.
Okay.
Are cats' balls fuzzy though?
So you're holding
Yes.
this weird fuzzy ball.
Yeah. Do I know
And
what it is?
it's just in your. It seems like a weird blurred. It's like.
Can I ask
potential?
her what it is?
She's like, oh.
She's gone.
Yeah, well, she's
she
gone
left?
at this point. We'll say.
Well, she disappeared. You said.
I would like to investigate Harold's balls.
I tell him get out of here. I'm spoken for.
Give me an Arcana check.
I didn't ask you all that.
Identify.
Oh,
like to
Slippy's
identify
identifying it. Okay, perfect. So
It's gonna be called These Nuts.
yeah, it's called These Nuts. No, it's a bag of tricks. This ordinary bag, made from gray material, reaching inside the bag, however, reveals the presence of a small fuzzy object. You can use an action to pull the object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature I determine by rolling a d8 and consulting the table that corresponds. The creature vanishes at the next dawn or when it is reduced to 0 hit points. The creature is friendly to you and your companions, and it acts on your turn. You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its next turn, or to give it general orders, such as to attack your enemies. In the absence of such orders, the creature acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature. Once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag can't be used again until the next dawn.
2 fuzzy objects?
3.
3
per
and
day.
then it respawns after the next day?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's super awesome until we get a Tarask in there.
Alright, well, I'm gonna put D's nuts into my pouch by D's nuts.
Alright, sweet. Okay.
Oh, fuck. Will you add that to my inventory if you can?
I think so.
D's
Okay,
nuts.
so what are you guys doing now?
Oh, I would think of it. She left. I guess we should go investigate those murders. They were supposed to be here. They were supposed to
Resting. Come on, we're all half dead.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm about to die.
Like if we
Okay.
go anywhere, we're gonna die.
So I guess you spend maybe an hour wandering through town, and then finally you come across a church of Bahamut.
Holla.
Of Baha Men.
The Bahamen, yeah. That's right next door to the church of the Vanga
now.
Boys.
Ooh, let the dragons out! Right, weapons.
Is there a Church of Yeehaw in here?
No. Oh, welcome to the Church of Bahamut. Oh,
Bahamut.
it's so nice to see a fellow.
Why am I still in the dock?
Fellow. What, Slippy?
Oh, I thought we're all still in the dock. I thought we were in town.
Yeah,
We
you
are. We're in
technically
a-
are. Here, hang on.
A temple right now.
It's a dock-oriented place.
So let's say you wandered back this way and you found.
Water Chapel.
Hell yeah.
Chapel of Baha Men.
Chapel of the Bahamen.
Oh, so you need a place to stay tonight?
Please. We just got done slaying some foes.
Doing our civil duty.
Damn straight.
Oh boy, well, anyone who's
We got our
who's
ass
fighting
handed.
for the good Lord can stay here for sure. You and your friends are in good company for sure. Let me know if you need anything.
And she kind of just gives you free reign of the building.
I'm gonna go do
Yes,
my
I can
prayers.
defile this temple with no consequences.
Loot and pilfer.
I'm gonna go pray though, and be like, "Thanks, Bahamut, for fucking making sure I didn't die and giving my friend shelter and being just really dope, bro. You're just so dope."
That's his normal prayer.
That's
That's
my
almost the
normal prayer, right?
amen. Like, you're dope. You're just so
Oh,
dope.
bro, you're just so dope, bro. Yeah, that's my
You got like a
amen.
Bahamut snapback in his inventory.
What? Yeah, he's got the
It
Book
was
of Bahamut
stupid. It wasn't
that he tries to
funny.
tell
Move on.
everyone about. Have you heard
Yo,
of
y'all want to hear
Bahamut?
about Bahamut?
I just
Yeah.
want to sleep. though.
Yeah, I just
If you
want to
wake
rest.
me up again, I will feed you to Tad.
Okay.
You open up.
So, is this a long rest?
Yeah.
We can take a long rest.
Oh, I was like, I sure hope so. 'Cause I already clicked it.
All right. So you
I
take
can't
a
get to my
long
character
rest.
sheet. My stuff is running slowly.
Yeet.
It's about 2:30 in the morning now. The next day, it's a full. Well, it's the day of a full moon if you're keeping track of moon cycles, and it's Ogday the 6th. So you wake up the next day fully rested, still in East Haven.
Cool.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can. Does everyone
Hang
have
on.
TJ?
My rest isn't going through. My thing's running slowly. Give me a moment.
No worries. So what's the plan for the day?
Do we want to check out the secret hideout?
I want to start heading over to the secret hideout.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Secret hideout.
I was
Okay.
gonna suggest murder investigating, but yes, we can go to Das Hideout.
That is true. You're in the middle of your murder
I'm sure
investigation.
that
Oh yeah.
this is like a stereo investigation that will combine into one big mono investigation. The murder hideout is eventually going to be relevant.
Cop words.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Right.
All right. So what? I don't need to necessarily drag this. So you head. Where are the roads here?
This is a stereo investigation. We're looking to do surround sound investigation. Possibly mono.
We just got this news in. The investigation is getting taken over by the 5.1 and the 7.1 surround sound, straight down from the feds.
No, it was 5.1, but I got
Those motherfuckers.
They're sending a woofer in, and he's taking the whole
Oh my god, I'm tweetering this.
tweetering.
The THX has jurisdiction here.
Okay, where's the thing?
You know.
Right where you left it.
Yeah, it probably is there, but where did I leave it?
That's always the question.
You sure?
The last place you put it.
That's a good answer to that question.
There's something.
See, he found it with our help.
Thank you guys so much for helping me out so much. I don't need that anymore. Get that out of here. Okay, so we are... Zoop! Oh. Why don't I see any of that?
All right, I'm
Yeah,
begging. I'm begging to cook this knucklehead trout. The tuna smell is just killing me.
Well, you can't cook it while you're on the road.
Let's find some wood. Let's get it.
I mean,
Where the
I
hell
could
am I?
create a campfire.
You could. Can we just create a campfire? Well, I guess. I don't know. What are we using to travel? We're just walking, right?
This is where... Yeah, I guess
We
you
don't got no
are.
horses or nothing.
I don't have any. I cannot see this map clearly.
Yeah, I know. Hang on, I'm trying to fix that. I don't know why it's.
Fortunately, my eyes.
That should work.
Damn, that's a pretty tight cantrip. You just have to trick people into walking into it.
What cantrip you talking about?
Great bonfire. I mean, the damage gets pretty good when like
Damn, Slippy, where were you when we were fishing? I wouldn't have had to fucking go into the boat and break off firewood.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
I know. Like, damn, we wouldn't have had any of that shit go down at all, though.
No, we would have, because you were looking for a fishing pole.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back to this town. And it's just gonna be gone. You guys know that, right?
Everybody's gonna be murdered because we didn't investigate.
We warned her.
Not that we didn't investigate it, but we didn't kill the little midget man.
Hang on 1 second.
All of our profiles are...
All his buddies are going to come by and cap everybody, I'm sure.
Well, if he says hold on.
Oh my god.
Oh. Like Harold.
Can I see it now? God damn, what is going... Well, that's really stupid.
Yeah.
Well, you're here. Wonder if I can do this and this will fix it. Yeah, that shows way too much.
Yeah, cover it up.
Whatever. The fuck? What did this just fucking grab? There we go. Okay, well, sure. Just for this, did all that work. It's stupid. Okay, so you're in East Haven, and you head out along the road. Now, you guys are talking about stopping and starting a bonfire and cooking the fish, or...
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, it's a magical bonfire. For as long as we need to cook the fish.
Where do you stop? Like where we're at now? Like right at the crossroads of the main road? And where it splits off?
Harold, if you're trying to talk, you might be on mute. I saw your mouth trying to move, but I couldn't hear you.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, I'm doing a dab. I don't want to fucking cough your guys' ear off.
I saw you. I saw it look like you were talking, so I was just like,
All right, so you guys sit down to camp. And I gotta pull something up. And Slippy makes a bonfire. You guys kind of gather around. And yeah, you're pretty lucky too, because soon after you set up camp, a blizzard hits and the horizon gets swallowed again. Now, coming up the road from the west, you see like a small kid walking in front, and he's like clenching this weird dark crystal slab that he's got in his hands.
That's some fat ass shatter, bro.
Right. Can I recognize what the crystal is or anything if I do an Arcana check or something?
Is Harwar not on here? Sure. You don't. You've heard rumors and myths, essentially, of a long time ago. There was a battle at Bryn Shander. This crazy wizard, essentially, from the Arcane Brotherhood, turned on the Arcane Brotherhood and attacked the town with this weird crystal. Now, his tower exploded at the end of that, and the energy from his tower kind of affected the ice in the area. And you think it's probably related to that? It'd been called black ice in the past, but you've never actually seen.
So it's just weird magic ice.
Is this kid just walking by himself?
No, actually. He's walking and he's being escorted by 2 other people. Now, I'm trying to. I don't know why they're not coming up.
Oh, that works.
But this one doesn't.
How far off of the road are we?
You're like, I mean, I don't know. You tell me, but I assume that you're like somewhat. You're maybe like 30 feet off the road.
Relatively close, I'd assume. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys want to be kind of close to the road?
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Sabron is trying to say something. If you want to reconnect.
I have to reload.
Oh.
Yeah.
DJ.
Thanks. Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
so now I hear you. I'm sorry. What were you saying, TJ?
I'm pretty sure I recognize those characters, those character portraits. Can I roll to see if I recognize them?
Yeah. Well, you don't have to roll. I don't think you recognize. Where do you think you recognize them from?
They look like they were in the tavern at Goodmead. They look familiar. I remember a man with an eye patch.
No, you don't recognize these people.
I want to point at the kid and, see, hey, is he really a weak little kid or is he like a strong demon in disguise or something? As much as I can with that true strike.
Are you planning on beating him up?
Yes.
Never hurts to be
I am.
prepared.
Yes, without a doubt.
What if he's actually a weak old lady that needs to be beat up?
Sabron likes beating up old ladies, and Neve likes beating up little kids. We are the champions. I'm an alcoholic.
Harold is the only one of us who is
Yeah.
even remotely capable of playing along, like, according to his actual character archetype.
I'm trying the best
Not
I can.
necessarily. I'm playing along with mine.
Chaotic neutral gang.
Yeah. Just a little chaos in here. I can't help
So
it.
as far
It's
as
how
you
I
can
was
tell,
raised.
he doesn't seem to have any kind of special defenses per se. He's just like a
Not
kid.
yet.
I mean, he seems. True Strike doesn't tell you any of this, but I mean, he just seems addicted almost to this crystal. He's just holding on to it tight. And everybody else, give me a perception.
Nice. Oh, fuck.
So
I have
you
a
had-
+5 and I got an 8.
Neve and Nymora can tell that the same chunk of weird crystal that the kid is holding is attached to like a necklace on the two tieflings, and it looks like it's in like a weird sword shape, and they wear it around both of their necks.
Sorry if you hear my dogs fight.
So all that shit I talked about not caring about stealth, suddenly I care about stealth. I want to find out what these guys are doing, but sneakily.
Okay, hang on.
The dog is fighting in the
That's my
background.
ogre porn.
No, it's my dogs fighting in the background.
Where the hell is it?
Oh. My ogre porn.
What the fuck?
Come on into me swamp.
Go.
That's stupid.
It ain't ogre yet.
It ain't ogre yet. Wow. Okay, well, the picture for this kid is totally gone. So that's stupid. Okay, so anyway, so what are you guys doing? They pass you along the road and they just kind of look over at you and then keep walking. I don't know if you approach them or what you do, or you're just gonna cook your
I'm
fish.
fucking too exhausted to give a shit about this right now, man.
I hear you.
I got a single hit point. My guy would probably be like, "Hey, what are y'all doing with that kid?" But
wait, you didn't rest?
Huh?
We rested.
I'm gonna try and follow behind them, but clearly it doesn't work.
Oh, we did rest. We did rest.
We went to the church. Your church.
My church. But we've been walking for 8 hours.
Yeah, he's in the blizzard, so that's his reasoning. He's just like, I'm not running out in this blizzard, getting lost and shit. But now Savaran is trying to sneak behind him.
It's not working.
Trying being the operative word.
It's in a blizzard too, right?
Yeah, I mean, so you have a benefit.
So roll again.
Okay, so you sneak. I mean, you start creeping up behind them, and I guess one of them turns around.
Can I help you?
I mean,
probably not, sir.
Is this the way to Wendy's?
But you were just camping over there, and then now you've come up behind me. I was just wondering.
Okay, it happens to the best of us.
What are you? Oh, are you just wandering around the place like the speaker of Bremen? That guy's lost his marbles. The whole town has to go out and get him every week or so.
Yeah, I'm trying to find somewhere to urinate, sir.
Okay, well, maybe you could take a leak somewhere where we're not walking, I guess. You think we were on our way to the closest bathroom?
Yeah, where else would you go with a kid in chains?
He's not in chains. Look at him. Look, Hawa, you're here willingly, right? Yes, ma'am. I'm with these guys. This is my gang.
can I check out that rock you have?
Black swords! Word! What do you want, my black? Get the fuck away from my black rock. This is my black crystal. This chardolin is not for you.
Where'd you get it?
I found it. You'd be
Where?
so lucky to find some chardolin like this.
And he goes to lick it.
Well,
it might work better if you smoke it.
No, I don't think you can smoke. Well, you can smoke your enemies with it, I'll tell you that. Make a good axe or a sword.
No, I was thinking in a pipe. You could smoke it in a pipe. Like, crack off a piece of it and smoke it.
Yeah, I know what you meant, but I think you're wrong about that. I don't think you can do that. But feel free to try. If you find any chardolin, bring it my way. Those damn whatever deer
where are you guys
keep
going?
trying to steal it. We're heading up to Caer Dinaval, sorry. We're going to the Caer Dinaval.
yeah, what are you guys doing there?
It's kind of home base.
Oh, that's sweet. Is it, does it have surround sound?
No, we just have the base. It's just the base.
But no tip.
We call it Woofa Castle.
Alright, well,
Could we see your base? This is a long shot because I really have to pee and there's no good bathrooms around here and it's very cold.
Look, if you come through Caer Dinaval, it's north, up the road, then sure, you'll see our base. I don't know if you'll be allowed inside, but feel free to take a look. But you could go anywhere out here. Just let me keep walking and then pee right where you're at.
Hey, by the way, the lady with you, how old is she? This is a very important question.
You can speak. You can speak directly to me. I'm a human being.
I don't know if you qualify as a human, ma'am. How old are you?
You're right. I'm a tiefling being. I'm just like every other tiefling being.
Are you old?
How old am I? Oh. I'm old enough to have seen some things.
Are you propositioning me?
No. Oh, you don't whip it out and piss right here. No, I don't want that. Gross. Let's get out of here, Fel.
Yeah, this guy is a fucking weirdo. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, this is.
He's trying to see my dick. Or maybe he's a predator. Harwar, this guy. Okay, we're gonna move on. We'll be in Caer Dineval.
All right.
And so they move on.
Guys party.
Yeah, we party. We'll see you in Caer Dineval.
Yeah, they agree that they party, but they keep walking away.
All right, we'll party.
You're just like, we're gonna
Thanks for
party
the
with those
backup
guys.
team. I really appreciate it.
We're gonna
I'm
party,
just
guys.
gonna be cooking a fish, man.
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
I'm a man.
They noticed me, and I went for like a minute straight, and not a one of you jumped in to help me.
Oh, that was
What are we
intentional.
gonna do?
You stealthed away, technically. I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah, we didn't
know that
see
you
you.
fucking got away.
Yeah, it's a blizzard.
I got a
Oh,
5.
you're-
I mean, but you're still sneaking away from me.
That's
You're
true.
sneaking up on somebody else, but you still snuck away from us.
All right.
Not with
well,
a 5, you didn't.
I'm gonna return to the campfire and sit down without saying anything else to anyone because I'm upset and also very cold and still haven't peed.
Okay.
I'm still laying down, homie.
World out there for you to pee on.
All right.
Or if you want to be warm, you can pee on yourself.
You can even
Yeah.
be creative and draw shapes in the snow, man.
I'm gonna mope by the campfire. My abject failure once again.
Yeah, just head on your feet, or just eyes at your feet.
Can I have Ben cooking this fish?
Yep. So yeah, Harold finally finishes up this fish. Probably cuts off. Well, I don't know. What do you do? Do you delegate slices?
I'm having a piece with you. I caught this thing.
Well, I'm gonna give most of it to everybody else.
Okay.
I don't want to eat anything. I'm miserable.
Yeah, he pushes.
I'm pouting. Yeah,
Pushes it
I don't
aside.
want to eat anything. I'm pouting. My 6'2", 220 ball of muscle barbarian is just pouting over the fact that he failed to sneak up on a child who's just a crack.
I mean, what were you gonna do if you snuck up on him?
I was gonna take his crack, duh.
Okay.
I'm just laughing at Salveron. I'm just like sitting by the fire, like keep him warm, just like laughing at him.
So it's probably about 3 hours that you spend before the blizzard lets up. Do you have anything else you do at camp, or do you head on? You tell me.
Where are we
I
going?
begin in song with me.
I mean, I think we're going to Kelvin's cairn. That's
Yeah, you're
where-
headed towards Kelvin's cairn.
It's a little like east. It's like over here
Yeah.
somewhere. Secret hideout.
Is that the same place that they were going to?
Yeah, they said they were going north. Yeah,
Well, no, they're going to Caer Dineval, so they're right here.
but they
So
said they were
when
going a little north. I think for the hideout that they had.
Wait, I thought we were going to the secret hideout. What was?
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Which is north of here, but I think
So
they
we're
said
gonna
they
go
were
to
going
Caer
north.
Dineval
of
and
the-
then go to the cairn on the way.
Yeah, they were like, we're gonna be here, but our hideout is north of that.
We technically know about that. Hang on. I gotta...
No.
No.
The fact that we're not using Indiana Jones map music for this is somewhat disappointing.
I'm so
Get on
sorry.
that, DM.
I know.
I disagree.
Well, I can't use
Copyrighted.
Indiana Jones. Copyright, probably. Okay, so you
Yep.
make it... Oh, oops.
Coward.
Well, not coward. It's
It's literally the law, cop.
cop.
Federal agent to you, Missy.
That's true.
Okay, so you pull in to Caer Dineval on your way through. I don't know if you stop
in
at
our
all.
Toyota Tacoma, we pull in.
Just
Yeah,
casually.
you pull in.
Off-roading
Yeah, I
into
guess you
Caer
walk
Dineval.
in, and you head up the street. You see a bunch of other people. Not every. I mean, it's probably one in every 7
Dude,
people.
my token is not here, and I cannot light anything up because of it.
Oh, it's another
I
one
can't
of
see
those
anything in here.
things.
Oh wait, there it is. Maybe? No, I can't see anything. I can see this patch right here. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
and it's gray.
I'm gonna roll for perception to see if I can see the rest of the map.
Hey, it worked.
Is it? Huh. I really have no idea why it's not working, but... Like, the settings are what the settings should be for it to work, but, Oh, maybe if I just do this.
It's not working because it got an extra $600 a fucking week for unemployment. That's why.
What?
That's why it's not working.
That's why
That
it's
was the
not
most
working.
aggressively
because
stupid
it's on
thing I think I've
unemployment.
ever heard come out of your
It's
mouth.
extra money on unemployment. That's why.
I
It's
thought
yeah,
that
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't working because I didn't look at it.
Could be.
Maybe if you gave
Maybe
it
it's one of
$600,
these
it'd start
issues.
working.
It is one of those issues.
See? Now, there we go.
Yeah, I got him off unemployment, and it was just like, boom. Immediately.
Immediately.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
but that's only until the next time he needs that extra money, and then unemployment's back on the table.
Hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're walking through Caer Dineval. There's a number of people that are just kind of trying to avoid the other more militia type dressed people. They just similar to the people that were walking with the child before, and they all seem to have that same necklace on. Coming
I would
up
like
around.
to try and find somewhere to buy better armor.
Okay, well you come out at the towards the top of this hill, and you can see the. First, you see this, which is oops. Do it.
Smart.
So there's the Caer, the castle that's up at the top of this hill. You're getting to the top of the hill, and you see a shop called the Uphill Climb. And that's here. Here, let me uncover it. This is where the castle is. And you stop here at the Uphill Climb. That's a store you can go into.
Okay, I'm looking for armor.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna look for like a robe or something that can give me a little anything to AC.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is
having got the utter dick kicked out of me in the
Or
last
I guess
fight.
I'd have to look for a magic shop.
Yeah, and those are rare in 10 towns.
Okay.
So this is actually a tavern slash. They've got some things for sale inside that you walk in.
Welcome to the Uphill Climb. Did you get here alright? Welcome to Caer Dineval. What can I get for y'alls?
I'm looking for some armor.
Armor. Okay, you got a particular type of armor you're looking for.
Yeah, I'm looking for light armor of some sort.
Let's see what we got. Let me take a look here. Let me dig around in the back. Anybody else looking for stuff while I'm digging in the cabinet?
I'm just chilling.
Do you have any
Mike's
robes
hard
by chance?
milk.
Yeah, we got Mike Hard's milk. Fuck yeah, we're out of honey mead because fucking the delivery hasn't shown up from good mead yet, but I get you some Mike's Hard milk for sure.
Is that irregular that the shipment isn't showing, or is it like from the blizzard?
Nah, it's off by a couple days. Normally, it's within the expected day.
We were just in good mead. It didn't seem like anything was too amiss. Do you think we should investigate that?
I guess if you're looking for some honey wine, then probably.
No, that's fine.
Alright, now I have Neve back.
Just put the rest in. That's fine.
Oh damn, I'm cut up. What was that?
Oh, nothing. Alright, so for the armor, I've got some padded, I've got some hide, I've got a chain shirt, and I got this shield.
All right. Well, since I really like fighting with 2 axes, let's not get the shield.
Okay.
How much is the hide armor?
17 gold.
I talked you down to 15.
I will say, I'm pretty sure if you wear armor as a barbarian, you lose like a bunch of bonuses to like your AC.
Yeah, you might want to do the chain shirt.
Because or get a shield or something. Because if you wear armor, then I think you lose like your bonus to like Constitution and something else. Like something applies where you don't wear armor, you gain like extra defense.
It says I am trained in light and medium armor.
So, here, hold on.
Just take a look here.
Like unarmed defense, like that.
Can I talk that guy down to 15?
I don't know. Yeah, give me a persuasion to talk him down to 15.
Actually, I would like to talk him down to less than 15.
Okay, okay.
I'll tell him, let's see here. I'll give you 10 gold pieces and a rare stone which you can use to contact a magician lady.
Okay, what happens when I contact this magician lady? What does it get me? Is it like a genie?
A booty call.
Yeah, kind of like a genie.
Yeah,
sure.
It's like sexting.
Okay, so I can ask how many wishes?
As many as you could talk her into, my man.
Oh, wow.
All right, give me a deception.
Look, I need something a little bit more solid, something I can have some sort of guarantee about.
Okay. Here's this for a guarantee. 10 gold pieces or I unleash my little lizard on you. That sounded wrong.
Jesus, gross. Oh, wow.
I guess give me an intimidate. Yeah, 7. There it is.
Well, you think I'm freaking scared of a worm in a jar? Think again.
I sigh and just put 15 gold pieces on the table and say, this is literally all I have to my name.
All right, give me a persuasion for that.
This is a disaster.
Okay, yeah. So he looks up at you, his eyes kind of squint down, and he puts his hand over the gold and slides it off the counter into his hand, accepting that trade. He plops the hide armor down.
All right, well, I'm broke now.
All right, and then didn't Mr. Wan T, did you need something?
Oh, do you have any robes?
Robes. Let's see here. I got a blowgun. I got.
That's pretty much
close.
a robe.
Yeah, I got a bucket. You ever heard of that? I got a baklava.
You ever heard of a bucket?
Baklava.
I got a furred coat. I got some common clothes. I got baklava. I got
Like a suit or a
snowshoes.
balaclava?
Yeah,
Is this
baklava.
like
The food.
Baklava.
Balaklava.
Baklava.
Like the Turkish food or the IRA terrorist hat?
is this?
Yes.
Hey, that's IRA freedom fighter hat to you.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Is this a like pimp looking fur coat, or is this just like?
Yeah, this is pimp. This is very pimp. You want this to be pimp? I can make it pimp.
What
All right.
pimp?
Whatever he wants it to be.
Yeah, it's it's pimp.
Yeah, see,
Pure in my
we get
promise.
it.
Yeah, pimp.
It's that Jesus thing. Pure in my promise.
Who's Jesus?
I promise.
Is Jesus anything like Helm?
Wouldn't it be pump? Or pure in? You said pure in or pure on?
Yeah, pure in my
Or
promise.
pure in my promise.
So you want this coat?
Yeah, how
You
much
look
for the
pretty
coat?
fancy. 15 gold.
15 gold for what does it even do?
It keeps you
Other
warm.
than look cool.
Well, it makes you look. It makes you look warm. Makes you look hot. And it literally
15
keeps you
gold
warm
for a
too.
fur coat.
What do you think's
It doesn't-
fair?
I don't know. Does it add anything to my AC?
No.
Then like 2 gold.
Whoa!
Give me a persuasion. And you got to get pretty high on this.
All right, look, 5 gold. What do you think?
I only got 10.
Okay, so you have enough.
I only got 4.
give me a deception then.
I'm gonna assist him. I'm gonna be like, no, he's right. He owes me from gambling on the way over here.
Hang on, why does he get help and I have to literally pay everything in my pocket?
I can't tell you. Ask your your teammates.
All right, look.
I hate you guys.
I'll take your full gold for it.
All right.
I'm
4
literally
for fur
just
coat.
selling stuff people left behind at the bar.
But shit, it was only 4 gold.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
Hey,
give him the 4
do you have
gold.
any of those necklaces that those people outside were wearing?
Oh, we don't sell those. I'd probably ask up at the care about that. That's where they're all hanging out.
I didn't ask if you sold them. Do you have them?
No, they seem to be pretty. Nobody leaves those around anyway, as far as I can tell.
What's up?
What do they mean exactly?
It's just part of their cult or something. They call themselves the Black Swords. But you didn't hear that from me.
No, I heard it from the two who were walking in with a kid in chains.
Interesting.
What is this really happy music happening right
That's
now?
weirdly jaunty music for me trying to abuse the shopkeeper.
It's
into
just the
telling me
music
everything
that's
he knows.
happening in the tavern. It's
Oh.
just tavern music.
All right. Well, I don't know where this lead is going to go, but clearly we have to investigate this cult. What can you tell me about them?
Do we have to though? Because we were going to a secret hideout, and that sounds.
I mean,
better.
the only thing I know about them is they like to party. So
That's all the reason we need to investigate them. Really,
And who-
partying is illegal in these parts.
About that, you know.
Says who?
right.
Yeah.
We need to go party with these guys, maybe.
All I know is that Speaker Crannock has been sick, and he invited them in the castle, and we haven't seen him in a bit because he's been so sick.
Sick how? Like
partying.
I don't know. I'm just going off of word of mouth. Nobody's seen him out in the town. He's been cooped up in the care.
You guys want to go find this speaker? It's probably relevant to some other tad in him.
I want to go to the secret outpost.
Yeah, I want to go to the secret outpost.
I think the speaker has something to do with like the 5.1 and the 7.1 and the Wolford.
Yeah, I think it's a stereo investigation once again.
Well, up to you guys. If I can't get you anything else, then I'm gonna go help the other customers.
Are there any glass objects on this countertop that I can flip over as I leave in a huff?
No glass
like a
ones.
cat.
Most of the mugs are wooden.
I
No
just wanted to
glass
cause some
pipes?
pointless property damage just to really get my point across, but
You can throw a mug.
How do
or
I
flip
add
a stool.
the fur coat to my inventory?
no, it's cool. I'm just gonna not antagonize
I
this
think-
guy any more than I have to. For once, cooler heads have prevailed in the story of Savaran and his slightly underwhelming friends.
That's uncalled for.
But true.
No. You wonder why we don't help you, and then you call us underwhelming.
Well, you're underwhelming because you don't help me.
I'm not underwhelming, I'm just whelming. Thoroughly whelmed.
All right, well, now that we've whelmed our way through this guy's inventory and found a pimp coat and some armor that's going to probably inconvenience me down the line,
Yeah, how do I add my fur coat?
let's carry on with our
I'm
quest.
adding it now. Just reload your page.
Okay.
So part of the thing is like technically your fur coat helps you not have to take Constitution saving throws from the cold, but the module gives you clothes right off the bat that do that anyway, so it kind of negates itself. Okay, I reloaded to get everybody, although Neve is still missing. Okay, so yeah, you guys step outside the uphill climb. A couple of you have bought a few things. I don't know. I guess the debate is whether to do stuff in this town or to continue on your original plan.
Yep.
I am for whatever. We can just we have one for the quest books, okay? We got a murder to investigate. We got this, you know, it's like those quests that are like consistently on your sidebar. That's just background. So I guess we'll go ahead to the secret hideout.
All right.
Maybe we'll circle back.
Who knows, you know.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll end up killing somebody and none of this will matter.
Or we'll all just party wipe and then it doesn't fucking matter at all.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be 100% honest here. Realistically, none of you guys are going to kill anybody. I am going to kill people, and it's going to be people who are thoroughly undeserving of being killed.
Technically, I've been doing most of the killing.
I've killed some shit.
I have fought women and children. It's got to count for something.
Got mauled by a wolf, you know, yeah.
Yeah, short people, women, children, yeah.
Slippy's not having a very good time with our party. He's been, I think, killed twice now.
Knocked down.
Okay, so you come to the end of the road. This is Caer Dineval. You see the remains of like a wooden fence that was there a long time ago. It kind of leads up to the old castle at the top of the hill over here, but it's all knocked down. A war happened years ago, and so the whole castle is destroyed along with the gate. So hang on, that's that area. So you come up the road, you see Kelvin's cairn out in the background. There's no more road to follow anymore. And I guess you get to here and you see north is where Kelvin's cairn is. What do you, I guess you just head directly towards Kelvin's cairns? Kevin, wanna know?
I was gonna say Slippy's not here, but I'd be like, I think he should send his owl ahead and see what's. You should send your owl forward and see what's up. It's a secret hideout. And apparently, these dudes are not cool, so maybe we should send your owl forward and see what's up.
All right, yeah, I guess I can fly my owl up there, see what's going on.
Okay. So yeah, you send your owl out and it just starts flying now. the distance to Kelvin's cairn is pretty long, so you can't see through it, but it can go and maybe find out and then come back and you kind of know about it, but it'll take a little bit. So if you're going to hang out in town for that to happen, what do you do?
Drink.
I'm about to say, I mean, get some Mike's hard milk. That's my maybe a tuna Collins, you know?
We'll go to the tavern, drink, and I'll jam.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll try to fucking roll like I did last time and fucking dance my ass off.
Yeah.
I'm just going to try to piss anybody else off for the duration of this. I feel like I have nothing but a...
Stop sulking. You take some of this knucklehead trout, you knucklehead. I'm gonna fucking slap him with the fat fucking fish steak.
Do I have to roll for like some sort of a save against that?
Against
I'm gonna
what?
just slap it in your hands.
A save against deliciousness.
A save against fish, getting fish whipped.
Yeah, do a dex save.
Save against deliciousness.
Yeah, no, you
I'm not
get
even
hit
trying
by
to hit
this
him
fucking
like in the face or anything. I'm just gonna hand him like more like forcefully hand him a cooked fish fillet, like from McDonald's.
What the hell's a McDonald's?
It's this Irish guy from I don't know.
What the hell, Ireland?
I don't know. He just told me that.
They're the people that wear the baklavas.
All right.
Freedom fighters.
Yep.
So you make your way through town looking for a tavern. Up here, you pass by a place labeled Frozen Far Expeditions, and you head further down into this kind of center. You see this building. We're there. You see this building on the right that's called the Northern Light. It looks like above the door there's like a hook where something used to hang, but it's just like oddly vacant now. And then you come around this corner and you find the bar labeled Hook, Line, and Sinker. You enter the bar, and the bar guy is standing by the door with a table full of cups filled with Icewind ale, and he hands each one of you a glass as you come in.
Hell yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks, broski.
No problem, no problem. That's the hook. You get a free beer coming in here. Hook, line, and sinker. So what brings you guys? You guys are new to town. What brings you through this way?
We were trying to not discover something.
Oh, shoot,
And then I'm
he's
just
trying
gonna
to...
ask for a drink.
Yeah, that's totally fine. One drink for you, Mr. Kitty. What do you need? Mike's hard milk?
I'll take a tuna Collins.
Tuna
Shaken,
Collins,
not
you
stirred.
got it. We've also got the Tuna Rita.
Oh, I know that's been circulating. I haven't had one yet. I'll have to pass. Maybe next time.
Okay, yeah, it's all good. All right, well, give me couple copper for that.
All right, I'm gonna slap it on the fucking.
Cha-ping!
Is the countertop made of ice? I would assume.
No.
Why would you assume?
Because we're an Icewind ale, man. It's just gotta be a.
No, we're trying our best not to stay away from the ice. Are you crazy?
I mean, apparently to this group, yeah.
Are there other people in the bar right now?
Sure. Yeah, there are.
There's a few other people, although it seems like a lot of people don't come out this way anymore. So it's one of the smaller crowds.
Nonetheless, hey, barkeep, can I start playing my music?
Oh, please, we haven't had an entertainer in a while. Go for it, yes.
Oh, but it's not just one entertainer. See, I'm only one half of this duo right here. The other half is Mr. Drinking the Mike's Hard Milk. Kitty is going to be doing some dancing with me while I play.
My whole entertainment team. I'm all for that. Please.
We'll see how well I roll on this.
All right.
Oh no!
You better do some really good dancing, Harold.
Hold on. I just like tap into my inner being, and I just like go nuts.
Yeah, so
Neve starts pounding on the drum, and it's very syncopated. It's not a very good beat at all. But
Math
Harold
rock.
gets some like crazy freaking.
Dude, I'm telling you, I chugged the Tuna Collins.
Yeah.
And I just like
You're going
rub
nuts.
it, you know. And like,
you lose all inhibition. You just go nuts up on the stage. The people had walked up assuming that Neve would be doing, one of their amazing songs. So a number of people have recognized Neve, the Taco Bell. But the sight of Harold spinning around, doing his thing, people are just like mesmerized.
There we go.
And they start throwing coins. You get a number. You probably get. Hang on. Let's see. Let's say.
Did you hear me? I'd be trying.
I would like to.
I was trying to have sparkles all around you.
Ooh!
So you get like 52 or silver pieces thrown up on the stage.
During this entire experience, I'd like to scan the room and see if I can find any of those cross necklaces.
Smart.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so you see a couple guys sitting in the back corner with the necklace on. I can hear you, and I heard, yeah, so Slippy, you started shooting sparks out of on the stage.
I keep cutting out, so I didn't know.
Are they distracted by the dancing or no?
They're not necessarily paying attention to the dancing, but if you were trying to sneak up on them, yeah, I mean, you could say that you'd have advantage on it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lurk in their vicinity and see if I can rip one of their necklaces off.
Oh.
Not like
Okay.
physically tear it off their body, but like take it from them sneakily.
Okay, so give me a stealth and a sleight of hand.
You are not a rogue.
I might need some help here, guys. Like, legitimately, this could be very important.
I start.
I don't think I'm very sneaky.
I can't. So like, I justify my thing by like, I can't assist you in stealing something, man. I cannot justify doing that.
So yeah, I mean, essentially, Savran probably taps Harold, who's like,
"Hey, do you want to help me steal this thing?" And I'm like,
"Yeah, you wanna?"
Fuck no, dude.
And like Harold just like shakes his head, but TJ sneaks behind these dudes, and Harold sees it and is like, "No, and he just like, yeah. And they don't notice him. Savran comes up from behind and just tries to undo the necklace.
I'm gonna turn away. I'm gonna
Do you
turn
want
away
me to
real
roll
quick.
again because I have advantage on this, or no?
You have advantage on the stealth, but the sleight of hand is you getting.
I'm turning
the
away.
necklace
As soon as I see
off.
him sneak off, I'm turning away.
Okay. Well, quick, assist me, compatriots.
I start playing louder in the hopes that it will, I don't know, make people dance even more and their necklaces will fly off.
No, they got a 15 to see to catch you in this. So, like, yeah, they reach up and grab your hand as you're trying to undo their necklace, and he just turns to you.
Hey, bud, hands off! What the hell you think? We got a freaking pickpocket here, or a neck picker, a pick-necker.
While that's going on, I'm reaching over at Savron's neck and just grabbing the back of his shirt, and I'm like, wait, you guys don't know the train dance?
The what?
Where you grab onto someone's shoulders and you walk around like a long train of people. And
then I'm gonna speak up and I'll be like, "Oh, you're talking about the choo-choo caboose."
Yeah. I was trying to join on. I saw that Savron was trying to dance with you, and I wanted to dance too.
And then I'm gonna come in and also put my hands on the shoulders, be like, "You have to pump up twice with the right shoulder, move forward 2 steps, pump up with the left shoulder and then 2 steps forward. But you got to get a big train going on, you know.
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
have at least 4 people.
So whoever wants to do the roll of deception, do it with advantage because you're being helped by the other.
Oh, I have a -1 too.
Let's see here. I
got a plus 5. I'll roll twice.
What is
Yeah.
saving these?
Oh, nice.
I rolled a 15 on my first.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you're 15. You're pretty alright. They're still somewhat skeptical of what's going on.
Well, Chrysicola rolled a 19 too. So
Well,
she rolled twice, I guess.
She rolled a 10.
Severin, you get to roll again.
Oh, I got you. I don't know why it says a 19 on.
Well, I mean, she rolled a 10 and a 19, but that's the second roll.
Oh, but I was the only one that was rolling with advantage.
Well,
Why wouldn't I?
one of you were supposed to do it. So, like,
Yeah, me.
yeah, and we thought you were doing it, so I was leaning with your 15 and 8.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know what was going on. I just.
Well, I had a plus 5, so I figured I was rolling for it. But, well, I
It
mean,
was
I
my
didn't say that, but
It was my story, so I was sticking to it.
I was just here.
Well-
man, I just work here.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so whoever did it, it looks like you successfully convinced them that you're not trying to steal their stuff and that you're just doing this weird local thing.
choo-choo caboose.
Choo choo caboose, of course.
All right. Well, yeah. Whatever it is, we don't want any part of it. Can you remove your hands from me, please, sir? Thank you.
And they go back to trying to ignore you guys, just sitting there, just like, oh, yeah, just giving you glances.
Can I roll a bump and check on those guys to see if I
A what?
a bump and grind check? You know.
Ain't nothing
what?
wrong with a little bump and grind.
I mean, it'd be like an acrobatics almost, or you could even make it a performance if you want.
A hip gyration check.
Yeah, that's a performance if I ever.
No. I'm not serious about this. I don't want to piss them off any more than I already have.
That's
But you
it.
think about it.
Brondo there?
What?
Gabrielle's
someone
picking
pick
Brondo.
Charm?
Curve.
What'd you say, Chrysicola?
Is there anyone who is charming around here in our
I'm
group?
charismatic AF.
No.
Yeah, but you already said
No.
you're not going to help
I
me
did.
rip these people off. So.
And I'm like, no, charming.
Ah.
Yeah, I
Is
didn't
she
know
having
that
a
was-
stroke?
I don't think
yeah,
anyone
it
is.
must be the Tuna Collins. My breath is pretty fucking rank right now.
Mm. Do you smell toast?
Are you?
well then.
Are you guys still standing right there?
We're doing the choo-choo caboose.
Well, you're
right?
still standing right there.
Do you have to? I'm sitting right here with my cohort, and you guys are doing this choo-choo caboose. Or does it have to be right next to us?
Important to our culture.
I
Yes,
don't
it has to.
understand.
Yes,
Sing
it is
I mean-
racist that you are not allowing us to do this dance here.
That's not true. Actually,
Yeah.
it's a common culture that those who do not participate in Choo Choo Caboose are shamed by the Choo Choo Caboose for not participating in the Choo Choo Caboose. So that's why we Choo Choo Caboose around those who are not participating. So, I mean, this is just going to continue on until you participate.
The shame train.
Look, I won't be shamed
Come the
into
wall
anything.
promoter.
Levistus doesn't do anything like this. And it's no wonder I don't devote myself to any other gods. Levistus would never have me do this. This is ridiculous.
Well, this isn't a god thing. This is just a human thing. This is
Well, it's
fun.
stupid. It's fucking stupid.
Well,
You're so rude.
You're very rude. Yeah, exactly. I don't like this.
Well,
We're gonna
look, it's
choo-choo
part of
caboose-
my human nature to have a bubble that I don't like people to walk into. If you could
How do you
just
guys feel about bar fights?
I got the soundtrack covered.
Oh,
I'm gonna
We haven't had any combat this session.
I'll turn around, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna make both their beers taste like diarrhea.
Oh no.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do it secretly so they can't see me. So I'm just like,
All right. Well,
Give me a stealth then. I mean,
Sleight of hand.
be more stealth. He has to move his hands no matter what.
And it's verbal too, so he's got to say something.
yeah, that's why I turned around. That's music
Okay.
going on too.
Yeah, I
And how
mean,
you
you're
guys
pretty
feel about bar
good.
fights? I realized that question was not answered.
What was
No.
the question? Oh, bar fights.
Bar fights, yay or nay?
Nay.
Nay.
We might not have an option if they catch him doing this.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
they didn't.
all right. Look. We're just gonna move tables then. Come on, man. We'll move over there if they've got to do the hump and grind over here. Whatever.
Damn right.
And so,
finally
yeah,
got a
they
table,
both
guys.
grab their cups and they just kind of give you mean looks as they move to the other side of the bar. They sit back down and they just look all smug to themselves. They start whispering about something and then take a drink and then spit all of their beer all over the place. Jeez! And the one guy stands up and they point at the bartender. He's like, "You! What the hell did you put in this drink?"
Well, look, nothing. It's the free Icewind Ale. What are you talking about? Nobody else has a problem.
Yeah, we're going to tell Kadroff about this, and we're taking you down. And then
Should we
they.
defend the helpless here, Harold, in some way, shape, or form?
What's up?
I feel like we should be this innocent man from our pranksterish natures.
I mean, I didn't pull this prank.
And the
So
bartenders.
you're lawful good, except for when it's convenient.
I mean, it's just a little prank, man.
It doesn't hurt
It's just
nobody.
little. Sorry, you got a little poop ale.
Classic chaotic neutral.
Sorry, your mouth tastes like poop right now.
And then the bartender goes over to the cups that are still sitting on the table and smells it and is like, "Oh no, what the?" And he looks around. He's like, he's really confused about how this even happened. He's thinking, "Oh no!" Oh, and he takes them both out to the back door and just dumps them out.
If anybody's drinks taste weird, I did not do it. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
now that you mentioned it, mine was terrible. I actually need a refund on my first one. And
You didn't pay for
same thing
it.
had
I
the first
gave it
time.
out for free, but here's another one on the house. I apologize. Something went rotten in that batch.
Honestly, yeah, that first one was terrible. And then I'm gonna turn around to Slippy, and I'm just gonna be like, give him a little.
So I'd still want guys their necklaces in some way.
What about it?
I still want to get their necklaces.
Well, they're out of here now.
Yeah, well, they started to leave. I mean,
gone.
you can chase after them.
Can we jump them in an alleyway and take their shit?
If you want.
Can you jump them in an alleyway?
Yeah.
and take your shit?
I'm pretty squishy. I'm not gonna jump anybody.
All right.
Yeah,
Since
I don't
we're
want
not
to
up
get.
to
I don't want to
jumping,
fight anyone that we don't
I'm
want
gonna
to.
try and follow them and see what's going on. See where they're going.
Okay, so you follow them out of the bar and they head. Oh, that's funny.
I can't even have my owl follow you because he's doing other shit right now.
That's cool. I don't need any help. I can knock out these scrubs, no problem.
Sure.
Yeah, they head north up the road. They're just kind of wandering around town. They're looking at stuff. I guess they're taking notes.
Or Bronson, anything.
And you're following them?
Sure, yeah. I'm gonna keep following them.
Okay, so give me a stealth. Okay. So they don't, I mean, they don't look back at you or anything, but they keep going, kind of up around the road. I guess they're not really doing much. I mean, they're just kind of, they keep stopping at different buildings and taking notes.
What links these buildings together? What makes these buildings similar to each other to attract their attention?
Give me
They all have windows.
an insight check. I mean, as much as you can discern, maybe these are just the main businesses, or maybe these are noble houses. You don't find a clear pattern to it.
Okay, well, this isn't getting me anywhere. I'm going to return to the party.
Okay. In the time that he was gone, you guys at the tavern overheard a few different rumors. You heard... No, you know that stuff. Hang on. Rumor table.
Bird.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you heard a lot of people talking about these weird dwarvish-sized things that are seemingly invisible, and they seem to be collecting pieces. They normally see these footsteps in the snow with a little crystal floating above it. And you also heard that Bryn Shander is looking for people to try to find a missing shipment of iron. And that's it.
Iron.
Interesting.
So it's about 4:30 in the afternoon now when Savaran comes back into the tavern.
Just drinking my Mike's hard milk, jamming along to Neil's.
I have no money.
Tapping my to the beat.
I'll buy him a drink.
Okay, 2 silver. What do you want? You wanted the tuna Rita, or
we got a Mackerel Daniels.
He's getting the Mackerel Daniels.
Mackerel Daniels, it is.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, the Mackerel
Brandon, I love
Daniels
it.
is a pretty good one. It's got that kick to it.
I chug it, obviously.
and it tastes like fish. Alcoholic fish.
I'm gonna get the Constitution saving throw out just in case.
See, I was gonna wait for your reaction. If you don't like fish, then you got to do it. So you're able to keep it down, but like the last swig is just held in your mouth for way too long, and you're like, I don't breathe, or you're gonna taste it more. You got to get this. And you force yourself to. Ugh, okay.
A single tear rolls down my face as I finish this beer, and I
Strong
look at Harold
stuff.
and I yell, "What the hell is wrong with you? You like this?"
What? Yeah. This is delicious.
Hell yeah.
I realize he likes it because he is a cat.
Yeah.
So explains the Mike's hard milk.
So stumbling in the. No one's stumbling in. Never mind. What are you guys doing?
Well, I'm doing my owl thingy.
That's true. So you're just waiting for the owl to come back.
We're all kind of waiting for
Hell yeah.
To, let me know. Or, I guess I'm periodically taking control in what's going on.
I am just weeping that this cruelty to beer has been inflicted upon me.
All right. I see that he's hurting really bad, and I feel bad about it. So I'm going to ask him what he wants and see if they have some of that.
I just wave him away. I don't want any part of this nonsense.
No more drinks. Yeah. Okay, so finally your owl comes back and I guess flies in through the front door of the tavern. And this guy comes
stumbling in. Whoa, whose bird is this? It can't be in here. What's going on?
Who the hell are you?
Oh, that's
Oh, it's
Why do you
some
look
guy.
like Rocksteady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Don't worry about it. Just humor me.
Trovis. I'm the speaker of
No,
this town. You got. I've been tracking these invisible things, and I saw this bird, and I thought. I don't know what I thought. What? Oh God.
and he just, I guess he ignores it. He's wasted, and he sits down at the bar. He orders a drink from the bartender, and they bring him a mug.
We should address these invisible murder creatures with him on account of having killed 2 of them.
And Lunchbox the third.
And Lunchbox the third.
Actually.
Yeah.
That's very relevant to something that we did.
Okay,
Yeah, this
so
seems like it might actually be like a plot hook or something.
now that the owl is back, he fills Slippy in on, I mean, essentially everything that's up there. So the owl had flown out past Calvin's Cairn to the outpost location. As far as, like, I guess how does your bird communicate with you at this point? I mean, I guess it's just giving you images and some basic.
I mean, I can take over its sight at any point.
Yeah, but that only lasts for 100 feet, so you wouldn't have been able to see where it was at.
Yeah, that's true.
So then it comes
I guess
back and
just
you get
after
mental images of what it saw when it was out there, because you have like a link to its mind, and it kind of portrays a cliffside with a number of like windows carved out of the rock of the cliff, and then in front of this kind of like, I don't know, like what's the opposite of peninsula? You know, it's just like, I don't know, this dip into the cave side. Yeah. It's just a hole, just like kind of a big gap in the cliffside. There's 2 big doors to the front of whatever this fucking place is, the outpost. And then there's like a little tower turret kind of thing that doesn't seem to have any doors on it, with a bunch of windows that looks out over it, but there's an opening behind the turret that doesn't have windows on it. And then there's like a little river that heads up through the valley towards the front of the outpost.
Okay.
We might need climbing equipment. Might.
Maybe.
Can I?
Some of us have it built in.
Hey.
Hey, I'd like to talk to this big dragon Rocksteady guy. Hey, Speaker Rocksteady.
Oh yeah, what's going on, man?
Hey, you said there were some invisible mofos fucking around with your shit, dog?
Yeah, they keep stealing shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on. You just see these little invisible footprints show up in the snow. They stole the Northern Light. There's a big old freaking lantern they had hanging above the front of the building, and it was all so pretty. They stole it.
What else have they taken?
They break into houses and they take things that seem valuable, I guess.
Like what?
Money and mainly just crystals and just little crystalline, anything crystalline really.
Have you seen them other than like, I know you said they're invisible. Have you actually seen what they look like when they're not?
No. I assume it's the dwarves from the Dwarven Valley. I guess, I don't know, maybe they're not making it too well out there. But I've not seen them. No one's actually seen them.
You're close. So we actually killed 2 of them.
Oh, you've seen them. You know what they are.
And Lunchbox the third. Yeah, we know what they are.
They're dwarves with gray skin.
Under dwarves.
Well, they live in the freaking
Yeah, they live under there.
Yeah, they do, don't they? They live under there. Yeah.
You tried so hard.
I'm gonna keep
They
trying.
do live there. Well, they normally do, but now they live over here.
Over where?
Here, everywhere.
Everywhere.
The dog answered the question.
God, they've really been driving us nuts.
These nuts?
Wait,
Those
I have
nuts.
these. Oh wait, I'm not.
You're not
Damn it.
sick.
Nuts where?
What the hell, bow rat shit
Under
was
there?
that?
He has these nuts under there.
Oh, you
I do
guys sell
have-
swords?
Nuts.
Are you guys
So
offering up?
we have come from glorious land of Kazakhstan to.
Oh man, I have a Slovakian kobold that I'm playing, and I speak in a
Amazing.
Russian accent. Yeah.
to stop these dwarves from doing their sinister dwarven stuff, which sounds racist when I say it out loud. And the center point of this whole thing is a group known as the Sunblight Clan.
Also, Black Swords comes into play, right?
The Black Swords. Well, I've seen a few of them around town, but they're normally stationed out of Kadinaval. You think they're related to the frickin' gray dwarves?
They could be, but do you know the Somebody else say this for me. I'm
Durth
missing it.
Sunblight.
The Sunblight clan. Durth Sunblight.
I've not heard of them, no. But if they
What
have
about-
anything to do with those invisible scum, I'm sure they're horrid.
They're directly related. Sunblight is their leader.
Alright, well this is news to me, but news I won't forget.
We also arrested him and threw him in a lunchbox, and hopefully he won't escape anytime soon.
Oh, so
They
you've
can
taken
change
care of it.
sizes, and they are
Shit.
very, very angry.
Well, I would be angry too if you threw me in a lunchbox, but they deserve it, it sounds like.
I like this guy.
Have you didn't come across the Rainbow Lantern, did you?
What is the Rainbow Lantern?
It's what they stole from the Northern Light. Well, if you'd probably know it if you saw it, so never mind. If you come
No,
across it, let us know.
Do you know where
What's
it
it
might?
look like, or is the name pretty self-explanatory?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
I said, what does it look like, or is the name pretty self-explanatory?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a rainbow lantern. You know, it's a lantern. It's,
Is it rainbow?
The lantern isn't, but the light that comes out, yeah, it
Hey,
is.
listen, big guy. I'd love to help you find your LGBT pride lantern here, but what I need to know is, what are you going to do for us?
What do you need? I mean, I'm sure the Charade sisters would pay to get the lantern back.
Wait, sisters?
Do they know where the
Yes.
lantern might be at? Last location of it?
No. More importantly,
How old are
they
the
hot?
sisters?
Yeah, I was just about to say, how old are these sisters? Are they of hag age?
75, 80 plus?
Well, one's younger. One's
Can't do anything in
probably
between.
late 20s. The others are late 30s.
Not interested.
No, I can work with this.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Do we have an aging spell we
Sure
can
you'll be
cast
able
on
to fight
that?
him?
Aging spell.
I don't know if it's fighting, but yeah, we'll deal with them when the time comes.
Yeah, I'm sure
I'm with
they pay something to get the lantern back. And last she said, she came to me this morning and told me about the lantern. She had seen tracks heading back towards the mountain.
We're gonna have to
Kind
go
of
talk to these sisters.
Okay. Alright, well feel free. They're probably in the Northern Light.
What was that?
What?
Don't worry about it,
Okay.
boss. It's fine.
Okay. So you tell me what's happening.
Well. Oh yeah, where do we find the Serenity lamp again?
With the bad guys, presumably.
Yeah,
Where the bad
he
guys?
said that the tracks led out towards the mountain.
Oh, the mountain.
We should go talk to these ladies first and get their input on what happened, what time it happened, if they saw or heard anything.
If they're single.
I mean,
You know, Savaran is more into hags, but we'll work with what we got.
Okay, so I guess you cross the center here to the northern light and you go inside. What do we got? The inn appears to be mostly empty. A young woman looks up as you enter, and I guess Trovis has come with you. She gives Trovis a chastising smile. Hang on.
Did you fall asleep outside again? I'm
Jesus
telling
Christ.
you, Trovis.
Oh, sorry. What the hell is that thing?
Yeah, whoa, come on. It's just my face, sir.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, heat up something for Trovis. He's been patrolling again.
And then from a back door, like another girl
Sticks her head out. Oh, Travis, yeah, all right.
It's even worse than the last one.
Oh. Whoa.
What is it?
It's
It looks
super
like you're
loud.
drinking out of like a water cooler jug.
I basically am.
That grip to
Okay,
zip
that one's got a sweet
ratio.
mullet, whoever it is.
Oh, that's really loud. Okay. So what are you talking to the sister that's in the front?
Well, these guys seem to want to help you out with your missing lantern. What can we tell them?
Well, that it's stolen? They freaking invisible bastards. I don't know how they get it and get out so quick. But it seems like they head out towards the Dwarven Valley or the mountain or something. What? Do you guys have any questions about it?
When did this happen?
Oh, it happened last night. I came into work this morning, and the whole lantern was just missing. If they're dwarves,
Why haven't
I don't
you
know how
set
they're
buckets
getting
of
up
ink
there.
on top of your door?
What did you say, sir, with the mustache?
What? Why haven't you set buckets of ink on top of your door?
Well, we've never
So how
had
do they
this
come
problem
in? They
before.
just
That
get
would
doubts
be
in
a
it.
good... Yeah, I like that. A fun little trick. Buckets of ink. I'm doing that next time for sure.
Yes.
Hey, you hear that, Corey?
Just put a bucket. Don't
Buckets of
forget it in
ink.
the morning, though, because, you know.
Did you hear anything when they came banging around?
We didn't hear anything when it happened. It was this morning when we noticed it was missing.
Did you see anything? Did you see any damage to your door or your windows?
No, not really.
Did
I
you
mean,
lock
we
your door at
noticed
night?
there were... Oh, I don't...
Victim?
There were big footprints right outside the front door, but then all the other footprints were tiny, so I don't know what that means.
Did you lock your door?
Yeah, of course.
This Northern Lights light, is it magical?
I mean, you can't... It doesn't have any use other than the magic light that it produces. I
I've
don't know
heard
what...
it was a cannabis sativa.
Well, Yeah, the northern. Yeah. It's an indica. The Northern Lights is definitely an indica.
Mistaken. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. I know my stuff. I run a place titled it, so I should definitely look it up a little bit. But trips to the libraries these days is it's quite a trip, and I got this place to run. Corey doesn't want to do anything. Ain't that right, Corey?
What? Why would anybody want to take this light?
That
I'm unsure of. Maybe they thought it was valuable or something.
Have you ever heard of underdwarves?
Underdwarves?
Gray-skinned dwarves?
Oh, you talking about Dergar? Dwarves from the Underdark.
What is that?
Well, they're like... You've heard of a drow?
Dark elves?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. From what I've heard, the Dergar
Whoa.
are like dwarves.
I don't know if you can call them that anymore.
The Dergar spent so long underground that their skin turned dark, but that's... Oh, you think they're related or something? But they're... I guess with the sun being gone, the sun doesn't keep everything from the Underdark down anymore.
We fought some dark skin... Sorry. Lighter or darker than normal skin.
What's normal?
No. Druagar. The Druagar. We fought that.
Oh, shoot.
And it seemed they were trying to take over a town.
Jeez.
They said they
then
were
you did the
trying to
right thing,
kill
it
the
sounds.
sun.
And if you think they're related to the theft of everything going on around here, then we'd be more than happy to compensate you for your work.
That's what I like to hear.
Look, we're a little bit low on money, but I can
If
probably
you're
throw
talking about other ways
together.
to pay, I'm not interested. You're hideous.
So I'm just gonna let her know, since we know that there's somebody apparently trying to take over towns, and there's a secret hideout north of here. So y'all might buckle up for some shit.
Oh, well, we've been buckled ever since things started going missing around here, but we'll double buckle. I'll tell you that. Triple buckle, maybe.
Hey, you guys.
Alright.
This is just a tavern, right? You guys don't have any like an inn. You guys don't have anything you could give us to help us get your light back, do you?
No, we are an inn. This is the inn.
This doesn't answer my question.
What's your question?
You don't have any like ancestral swords you could lend me or anything like that?
No, not around here. I mean, if you maybe
give us a
check
bet.
with Frozen Fall Expeditions. I mean, they might have
You
something.
guys don't have any dragons I can do a blood pact with or anything?
Yeah, like can you don't have any like ancient like family blessed rings I can borrow for a minute, bring them right back to her on my mom?
Not around here. The magic stuff has been pretty on the low side.
Stolen. Yeah, I get it. Okay. And I had another question, but I forgot what it was. Ah, yes. Sunblight. Does that name mean anything to you?
No, I mean, other than it sounds like a decent name for what's going on around here with the sun being missing for weeks.
That's
Yeah.
probably unrelated.
Probably unrelated.
Red herring.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're
Right
what if
at
your
the-
light
Yeah,
is a metaphor for
I'm
the
done
sun?
questioning little girls.
So okay, so let's just say to finish it off. So you ask those questions and you end up heading out towards the place. Hang on. Let's just get you to a place before we close this off. So yeah. Oh, you all are here. Perfect. Okay, so you find yourselves at the entrance of this place. You see the little turret that Slippy explained to you that his his owl had explained to him. You see the cliffside all along. I mean, we're at 7:30, so I don't know if we want to cut it there and then head into this place next time.
I gotta go.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the game. Thanks for coming.
You're still the lady.
A lot of weirdness happened right now, but we're gonna dig into this Deergar outpost next time. See what these crazy dudes do.
We're gonna dig into the Durgers. We're digging into the diggers. Well, that was bad. Sorry.
You gotta be very careful about what you say, my man. You're gonna get him banned for Twitter.
All right, bye.
Just waiting. Oh, there it is.